Oh, hey, how's it going, everybody? uh, Number of people watching my YouTube channel, not so great, but from what I know, it stays there forever. So if it gets started, tell me. Okay, so today I want to talk about. I wish Justin Bieber was my brother so I can teach him how to smoke. And like, it's funny because in the news, he was smoking marijuana in the news, right? Many people, it's always they have smoked marijuana, but they showed like pictures of him smoking joints, and they solemnly explained to everybody watching that he likes to get high. So basically, he's smoking it in front of everyone's face. So smoking marijuana is okay and all, and it's sometimes it's like it's hard to tell that how strong it is because there's so many like layers to it, and you only can see the outside, and also like the crystals, and the crystals you can tell pretty well how good it is, and plus people will tell you, but like you never know, like the crystals just could confuse you in a way by I don't know. Anyway, but like smoking cigarettes, like I guess this is for everyone to know about cigarettes. Like there's different ways you can buy cigarettes. Like basically, what I know from what a cigarette is you do a good job and you get a cigarette, and you're kind of like into smoking, and then you get a cigarette. But if you're not into smoking, they'll just say, "Oh, whatever. We'll put it away for you. You can have a smoke later." I don't know. So cigarettes is like you walk down the street and you see someone smoking a cigarette. Now it's not like it's a hot day and they're having a drink of water to stay hydrated, but in a way it is like that because um, like they're actually taking their time to smoke cigarettes, and there's so many people smoking that you kind of analyze them, and it's like they all do the same thing, and you want to stay away from that because if you're always just standing still while smoking a cigarette and just put your arm up, smoke, put your arm down, put your arm up, smoke, put your arm down, and you just blowing out the smoke, and it just looks like there's just like they're drooling or something, and that's bad. But there's different ways to buy cigarettes. Like you can buy like the ready to smoke ones that are called tailor-mades or something, but people who say that sound stupid. Like tailor-mades are like just like simple smokes that you get that you learn how to buy. And for me, I always knew you can buy tobacco, like even though I never saw it or anything. I think I might have saw some guy roll it and like, what is that, weed? He said, no, it's tobacco. I said, oh, cool. And like, what's the difference between weed and tobacco? And then my mom's like, oh, let's go. And I was like 7 years old. It's pretty funny. Uh, but you can buy like a pack of tobacco. They're called like pouches. And a pouch is 50 grams of tobacco, and you need to buy like papers and of course a lighter. And if you roll them for yourself, you should just roll them whenever you need them. But to avoid rolling them while you before you go out and then having a smoke outside with just a limited amount of smokes, you should roll a couple, have some smokes, and then roll some more, and then you have a bunch more, and you know how much you're smoking at the time because you just had some, and you know how much these few smokes will last you, and there you go. Plus, your hands get really tired from rolling the cigarettes, and I've been to a place where like they teach you how to roll cigarettes, just like a friend's house, and they teach you how to roll the cigarettes, and I'm like, wow, this is easy. I never thought of doing it. And you say usually they say it's cheaper, but like cigarettes is a thing where it's not limited, but it's very small. It's like it would never be like the main attraction of anything. Like unless you're dying to get one, then you got one and you feel stupid. It's never the main attraction. Like it's easy to say that cigarettes are just something for the side, just to do on occasion, something that will take your mind off things very easily and not be too complicated or anything. But then again, it's complicated because they're complaining so much about being addicted and feeling sick that I feel sick because I smoke cigarettes, and I say I like the cigarettes, therefore they don't get me sick. And they say, yeah, but if you get sick, and then after I just say something like, oh, shut the hell up, like shut up, because I'm right here, and I just said so I enjoy smoking the cigarettes. If you didn't want to smoke cigarettes, just give me all your tobacco right now, and I'll pay you back later. And since I told them to shut up about cigarettes, I'm not paying them back anything. But that never happened. They usually just shut up and then start smoking or something. And there's people that smoke like robots, where one person's smoking, and then they are a smoker, right? And they start smoking, and just think about that, and hear this: that when you get on the train of smoking cigarettes, and you feel like you're on a cruise all day just smoking cigarettes, and you feel like chaining them up and stuff, you have to watch out for like a standstill moment where you're just inhaling and exhaling and thinking about another cigarette and stuff. Because I've seen people that 1 year they'll look totally like a good person, like well brought up and stuff, and then the next year they'll have like a certain wrinkle on their face. It's from concentrating too hard and prying at something at the same time, and they look completely demented. And if you're occasionally enjoying a smoke, it's good. But then again, if you get caught up in the smoke, you'll have less experience smoking, and this will probably happen to you. That's why people tend to get addicted more often and smoke a lot more and say they're addicted. But like what I was trying to say is just basically never do the same thing twice. If you just smoke and then after you feel good, don't just smoke again just to feel good. Smoke again to feel even better than before, because your mood doesn't just go, you know what I mean? You could just be making stuff up, using your imagination and having a good life, but grown-ups don't do that very often apparently, or they don't talk about it, so it's impossible to know. Like, and you don't analyze a grown-up like that, like, oh, is he imagining something? But like, if you're always in a good place, you can fortify yourself in it, and just like, I don't know, something happens, just like ditch them, use your cigarette and just ditch them, smoke it, ditch them, or ditch them and then smoke it, and then punch them if they do something. But it'd be pretty funny if you're just smoking a cigarette, someone flipped out, you just punch them in the face and tell them to get the fuck out of here. That's why the only weapons I know is ones that you carry around with you. I don't know any weapons that you just put somewhere, because you look like an idiot. Like, I don't know. There's weapons where it's just like you throw something and then it just would explode or something. I don't know. Anyway, that's about it. So, but smoking the weed, you should probably like this get 2 pieces of weed, see which one you like more, test it, test the other one again, and then just say to yourself that this was the better piece of weed. But then again, like, it's just like a show off. Weed's just like a show off. Like, it's all green, right? Well, it has nothing to do with like greenery, or like coming from Egypt green or something. Coming from Egypt is green. I don't know. But if all that's true, and then it's all good. But if it's not true, just pick one thing, and then after in this video, pick one thing, and then after just like leave it alone, and you'll slowly think about it. But if you think I'm lying, then this video is gonna be stuck there forever. So yeah, so that's why it's important that everyone's a family and they get to hear things from equal members of the family, but like higher up places, different areas to observe just good stuff, like I don't know. And well, you can say this for Egypt. You say they make statues in Egypt. If they make a statue, it'll just crumble, and some guy with like a spear would probably like, shank them or something. And that's what I think. But I think green is more like a creation from Egypt. I have no proof, but basically, I like green's my favorite color. No one says anything about it, so I just make up my own stuff, but I think it's true. But I kind of realize it or something first. Yeah. Okay. That is why.